Team 7, number 8, written by Justin Jordan and Tony Bedard, art by Jesus Marino. So, last issue, Majestic, which is James Bronson, just crashed into Earth and made a tidal wave that's about to destroy the entirety of Gamora. And it was a big old thing. And this issue just picks up right then, where the tidal wave's coming in. Everybody's just sitting there staring at it, and the Kaizen is like, no, I will not die like this. I'll kill all of you, Team 7. But everyone's like, dude, we're all about to die anyway. Like, whatever, man. We die by you, we die by it. Who cares? But it turns out, and by the way, Amanda Waller's just frozen solid. Everyone else kind of reacts. She's just like, this is it. This is, dear Lord, what have we come to? But it turns out that the building they're in, because it's where the Kaizen is, it resists. It doesn't immediately fall to the tidal wave. So immediately everyone has to start dealing with the Kaizen. And the plan is that Slade Wilson and Grifter are going to make their way and get Colonel Trevor into a helicopter. And he'll be able to pilot back and pick up everyone else. That's the plan. And so they all start running off. And basically the rest of them are forced to fight the Kaizen. Deathstroke gets shot, but he's fine because of course he is. And yeah, it's just a long fight scene for like 4 pages here. But then we get to the point where Kaizen says like, hey, I've got Pandora's box and I'm going to open it just to kill all of you because that's what I want to do. And Kurt turns to Dinah and says like, Dinah, remember how you screamed really loud before and it was super scary? Do that again, but this time aim it at him because you can stop him. And she's like, I don't know if I can control it. And he's like, believe in me who believes in you. So she screams again. And because she's holding hands with Kurt, it's more focused or something. And it just blasts the Kaizen enough that he drops Pandora's box. So Trevor's trying to fly his way over to the pickup point, and Majestic jumps out of the water, and he just starts flying around. Kaizen manages to survive Dinah's sonic blast as Kurt starts bleeding profusely from the nose, probably from superpower stuff, and Kaizen goes over to try to grab Pandora's box. Lynch uses his telekinesis to try to pull it away. And as Kaizen's about to go for it, Majestic just busts in through the room. And he's like, Majestic, you're here for the box, aren't you? And he's like, no, you killed my family. You're the reason they're dead. That's why I'm here, because I'm going to kill you. And then he just seemingly kills him. But at the same point, the only thing we see is just a swift punch to the face. So I'm not convinced. But anyway, he apparently is also drawn to the box, and it's calling to him, and he opens it up, and inside is this golden-looking skull thing, which we all know, Pandora, other stuff going on in the universe. It's just read Justice League. And they're like, okay, well, maybe we shouldn't give the guy with absolute power this thing that contains all the evils of the world. Seems like a bad idea. So they're trying to get the box from him. Kurt's trying to drain his powers away, and so Majestic just punches him in the face. And then Dinah tries to talk him out of it, and he's like, if you let out that box, it's going to be worse than 10 Kaizens. And then everyone's like, okay, here's the plan, guys. We all need to join hands and give our power to Goku. I mean, Dinah. We got to do this. And so they all join hands, and somehow that allows her to be even more powerful again. Enough to take out Majestic, but also causing nosebleeds in everyone else, because I guess it's a big mental strain. But apparently she screamed so hard and for so long that she went above the sound barrier and her screams turned into light. And that was enough to apparently vaporize the entire building. So that was a thing. So anyway, Majestic's nowhere to be seen. We just see Dinah, Waller, and Kurt there. Or not Kurt, Lynch. Dinah can't find Kurt, and she's really freaking out about that. She's like, Kurt, oh my God, I killed my husband. Which finally answers the question of how that happened, because that's been hinted in like 4 different books. And finally, we see Lynch. He gets eyes on Pandora's box. He's like, I'm gonna go grab it. I want to do Pandora. I'm gonna get Pandora's box. And Waller basically says no, punches him in the face, kicks the box into the water so no one can get to it. Or no, sorry, kicks it away, puts it into the box, and then throws the box up to Dinah. And is basically like, get this away. Don't let Lynch have it. He's a dick. And she's like, but what about my husband? Okay, fine, I'll go. And so she hops on the helicopter, and Lynch starts using his telekinesis to try to bring down the helicopter. And Waller says, John, consider this my resignation. And she shoots him in the head. And the final page here is that Gamora is totally destroyed. Half of Team 7's gone, so they just mothballed the whole team entirely. Lynch, Waller, Higgins, and Lance are all presumed killed in action. And we see Waller just standing over the body of Lynch saying, well, Lynch, you set out to make us monsters. Now you can add me to the list. And we all know what happens to Amanda Waller. She becomes wildly successful and director of like everything. So, yeah, works out well in the end. So, Team 7. First off, missed opportunity not ending on issue 7. Gonna dock points for that. But it's, as I have said throughout this entire thing of Ravagers, Team 7, Deathstroke, and a little bit of Teen Titans, all of this stuff is linked together. All this stuff is one big story being told, but it's being told in a staccatic pace, meaning that parts 1 and 2 are being released after parts 3 and 5. And it's just, by the time you get to the point of this story ends and it's like, oh no, all these people died. But then if you're reading Deathstroke, actually they all lived. Every single one of them. They're all alive. They're all just hanging out in different places. So it kind of kneecapped its own ending just by virtue of they couldn't wait. And it's a story set in the past. That's also an issue. But regardless, I didn't dislike this story, this independent issue. It's fine. It's not great. It's setting up even some bigger universe things with Pandora's box. I'm interested to see how it got from Team 7's possession to Pandora herself. So that's something for another comic. But yeah, no, it's not great. It's not, the idea behind it may have been cool, but it was kneecapped by the fact of it had to end up in a certain place with certain people still standing. And as such, it just couldn't do its story as effectively as it needed to. So I'm going to give this one a 6, just flat up and out. I will give it credit for like 2 or 3 double page spreads throughout this. A, reading it went quite quick, but also B, it did look good. I'm not going to fault Jesus Marino's art here. So yeah, 6 for Team 7. Kind of disappointing couldn't pull out the 7, but hey, what are you going to do?